Good morning. This is Mike Houston with your Sunday morning weather hazard briefing for southeast Idaho. Taking a look at satellite imagery this morning, we have a high-pressure ridge across the region with some embedded disturbances rolling in over the top. We should remain dry here, however, but we'll point out some other features upstream here, which will probably, as they roll in over the top of this ridge, begin to provide us with some weather. Taking a look at our forecast charts for today. Here we are looking at clouds and precipitation. This ridge holding strong across the region. Maybe some isolated showers east of the divide here, but staying fairly dry here across southeast Idaho with daytime highs today looking at the mid-70s to around 80 degrees here through the Snake River Plain, and generally running in the mid-60s to lower 70s in the Central Mountains and Southeast Highlands, so a nice pleasant day to be out. Looking at our forecast charts here for Monday afternoon, that high-pressure ridge remaining fairly strong across the region. We are beginning to see some moisture kind of rotate up into the area. Some weak disturbances embedded in that flow will help to trigger some isolated thunderstorm activity here across the Central Mountains, maybe even down here towards the Magic Valley and the South Central Mountains. So we should see as we work our way through the week, especially as we look upstream here with this low pressure system coming, we'll see increasing instability and moisture working into the region with increasing chances of precipitation across the area. Here we are looking at Tuesday. We have a disturbance now ejecting in through Washington and Oregon. That's helping to spark some afternoon shower and thunderstorm activity again here, primarily into the Central Mountains, maybe the Northeast Highlands here as well. And then as we work our way into Wednesday, this trough approaching the coast, we're seeing more moisture streaming up into the region. Looks like a pretty safe bet for scattered showers and thunderstorms here across the central and northern mountains through the day. Maybe a little drier down here along the Utah and Nevada border where conditions are a little more stable. Temperatures should peak on Wednesday. Here we are looking at highs generally in the upper 70s to lower 80s throughout the Snake River Plain. And if we jump up into the Central Mountains here, we're in the upper 60s to lower to mid 70s here in the mountain valleys, and similar conditions here across the Southeast Highlands. Advancing to our forecast charts on Thursday, that trough now beginning to spread inland. And we're seeing an increase in precipitation across the region as this disturbances embedded in this trough lift up through the region. Looks like a pretty good chance for some very healthy thunderstorm activity here within the Central Mountains. I wouldn't even hesitate to say possibly severe. And it looks like some accentuated thunderstorm activity here along the Wyoming border, mainly east of it. We'll have to watch and see how that shakes out. It may actually end up here on the Wyoming or the Idaho side of the Wyoming border. So we'll continue to watch that. Advancing to Friday, that trough still lifting up through the region. We also have a cold front beginning to work its way through the Snake River Plain at this time. So we'll see some shower and isolated thunderstorm activity across the region as that works through. Taking a look at our river observations for today, we still have the Big Wood at Haley running near flood stage or at bank full, so we do have a flood advisory out for that region. If we go ahead and take a look at our river forecasts out through the next 8 days, we see that the Big Wood at Haley runs up into minor flood stage, maybe even approaching moderate flood stage with the warmer temperatures that we have going on, and then the increase in precipitation across the region. We'll also see the big lost here at Howe River Ranch above Mackey Reservoir reaching bank full conditions. A couple days ago, we even saw that the forecast was pushing up into minor flood stage, so just want to keep that in mind as well, that there are some possibilities there. And then showing up on the charts today is the Henry's Fork here. Was also ramping up towards bank full conditions. And we'll have to begin to watch what happens here across the eastern areas as we see these warmer temperatures. But certainly as we work our way into the weekend, we're expecting much cooler temperatures, at least through a portion of the weekend and early next week. So that may help to mitigate some of these potential flooding issues here. That's all I had here this morning. If you had any comments or questions, please give us a call here at the number on the screen. Thank you.